All righty, everyone. Welcome to the Thursday edition of AI Workstation. We're going to kick this off, and today we're going to continue working with Pastor Joel. My co-host is here, and Joel, I'll let you take it from here.
Yeah, thank you, Danny. I appreciate it. I appreciate what you're doing. It makes all of us better. We've learned a lot. And one thing that Christina and I discovered in this business, if we're going to be in it, we got to really learn Python and Superbase. And so we discovered that the results are, I think, big. Christina is going to share some of the things we were able to do by going into the Python code, looking at the lines, and then looking at what famous AI was telling us about logging in to get this Superbase token and things like that. What we tried to do was really go ahead before we went to famous, embed that so-called Superbase code into the specific line of code we wanted to use. We were able to make some updates to Pastor Freeman's app, and Christina is going to walk you through it.
You mean the new one that you created?
Yes, the new one, yes.
Okay, sir. I'm gonna share my screen. Hold on. Share sound. Okay. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yeah. This is where can I put this window? Okay. There you go. I'm just refreshing the page.
Sure.
Okay. This is Pastor's Freeman new app.
I like it.
And then
Yes. Mhm.
actually this was originally created by Joe. And I just modified the linking of the modules. These are all linked to a page. This is for the donations. And it was integrated to our Zoho checkout. This is for Pastor,
Mhm.
created the payment page for his donation. If someone wanted to donate for ministry support,
Mhm.
this is the same link here. These are still in progress because we still need to develop the book. It's going to be an ebook. So there's no link here.
Okay.
And also this one. But this is the modules are all working, but it has CAPTCHA because it won't open if we don't have CAPTCHA here, just like what we have last time. Just sharing this. Everything works. It's just really slow. Sorry, I'm just showing you, but just not to eat too much time showing these modules, but all the modules link here are working now, working properly. And this donation is still the same link for support ministry. This one is access for bundle. When they click this, all of these are still in progress. To access the bundle, they need to join the AI workstation.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, when they join the AI workstation, they will have an access for, like for this event planner is just available for those who join the AI workstations. They'll, if they have registered already, they can sign into their account, but it
Mhm.
should be directed to the event planner.
Okay.
If they have registered already, it will just show up like this for now because it needs to be registered user. These are all the apps that is inside the bundle when
Mm.
they sign up.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then this left panel navigation is just additional features for like menu on the side. This is designed to have a menu on the side instead of the top. So yeah, this is the new app. Oh, actually, this chatbot here is already working. It's integrated as pastor's knowledge base. If I
Right.
type here, Christina, I already tested it earlier. Christina dot just to show you that com then. It says here, so if I go here, and chat and chatbot. So that's as Pastor Freeman's. I say hi. We'll go here. It should be here.
Refresh.
I tested it already earlier and
It'll work. You just have to refresh. There you go.
It's activated.
Cool.
Yes, but I have some questions. It needs to be trained. Like if I ask something and the bot will not be able to answer it, but it depends on the questions and depends on the knowledge base that we have.
The chatbot is a little more literal. It does a little less of things that are not in the knowledge base, whereas AI personalities and apps have a little bit more flexibility to use the LLM. Chatbots, because of the goal of a chatbot to be able to answer specific questions about your products and services, it's a little bit more literal. You do have to add things that you want it to be able to know.
What should I ask?
Yeah, what books do you have
available?
In my shoes and beyond the veil.
It answered.
Beneath the veil.
Gentleman, two cell phone memories.
And that's only because we haven't uploaded all books into the knowledge.
Once you've taught it, if you haven't taught it yet, it won't know.
You know what?
That's an easy one.
The chatbot the AI usually don't recognize the title, the story of Mama Rose. It usually just recognize the Mama Rose.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. I just updated it today and I was able to use almost half of the credits. Sorry, Joel. Sorry.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing I tell most famous users is that as you develop your app, you're going to use more credits, but once you have the platform humming along the way you want it to, you can downgrade. A lot of people say, do I have to upgrade to build my app? And I say, if you can do it within the 5 messages a day, that's great, but most people can't. And so once you go up the next level and you sign up for the subscription, unless you're hosting a website, you can go back down. So it just matters of what, and you can still host it. It'll just say powered by Famous on it. So that's the real thing. What is the best options for your budget? The other thing that so I made a couple of notes. I noticed that on some of the initial apps, you were using the AI personalities or AI apps in BuildBiz instead of AI Workstation. The way you fix that is you make the app available in AI Workstation through the white label app. And then once you make that app available, you can point your app specifically to AI Workstation. It never shows the biz branding. Does that make sense?
Christina, did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. And then I think from a sales point of view, once you get everything working on the page where you have the bundle, you need at least a paragraph explaining what's happening. If somebody goes there and they click to get the bundle and it brings up this whole thing of having to get an account, before they go there, you want to explain why you're doing that and what's happening.
Yes.
From a sales point.
A short content above the
Yeah, just a paragraph that says, hey, great, I'm happy you're interested. In order to access the bundle, you have to become a member. Here's how. It's super easy. Just click here, sign up, and it's $20 a month or whatever. All right. Or drop them on the landing page. Those are your two. Oh, wait a minute. Did you guys have a landing page for the bundle?
What do you mean? Landing page for the bundle? No.
Well, you might want to do it that way because then you have a whole sales funnel to explain why they have to pay $20 a month.
Should they go there after they click on the access bundle to the landing?
Instead of, you can either explain it right there on that page so that they know there's going to be a charge of $20 to access the bundle, or take them to a sales funnel where you give them all the reasons why they should pay the $20. Because so far they've been using it for free. The app,
Yes, correct.
you need some sort of a sales explanation, whether it's a paragraph that converts. If it doesn't convert, then create a sales funnel so you have more time to explain. A nice video explaining all the benefits of joining AI Workstation so they know that they're not just paying for the bundle, they're going to also get 60 plus AI apps. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why is it $20 a month? I don't understand. That's
It,
what you have to answer before people are going to convert.
actually, it won't be $20 a month. It's going to be a little bit more than that.
Even more reason to explain.
Yeah.
You have to explain more as you increase the price. People are cautious about the pennies, so you have to explain. And that's the whole purpose of a sales funnel. So that'll make that easier. Other than that, looking good. Did you guys have questions for me?
Yeah, two things. I want to know if Pastor Freeman wants to go back and just ask the app anything, or just to get a objective use case, say, hey, I'm interested in this. And so I just want him to go through that. Christina, be prepared to go back to his page after I finish so that Pastor Freeman go through it. But also, I want to get what we told Pastor Freeman we think, and we're looking to you to give us the go ahead in your expert opinion. Is this a minimal viable product?
Okay, let's either give me the link to Tina or share the screen again and we'll walk through it. I got it. All right, let me share my screen. All right, ignore the noise. I got my guy out there doing the lawn for tomorrow. 4th of July. We got a big show tomorrow night. We have a lot of fun.
Take a video and post it for us, man.
Oh, yeah, we always do. We've been doing this about 10 years. I think we're up to about $2,800.
And fireworks. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's about a 40-minute show. I timed it out. It should be fun.
Are you gonna add music to it?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I'm a retired DJ, so we have the speakers blasting and it's a party. It's definitely a party. All right, so let me drop in the updated link. There we go. All righty, so we were walking through. So first of all, the menu is on the left, which is fine. I think this is good. Now, what we have to test is, I should have had you log in anyway, so let's see. All right, good. I'm looking at responsive for mobile. Because remember, most people are going to access your app via mobile. Everything looks pretty good, but you should definitely test it on your own phone before you release it, just to make sure. Everything I saw there looked good. Obviously, the links are working on those, and then the books are coming. So those are going to link to what, an Amazon or something?
It's another third party tool that they can read online.
Okay. And then, so let's see, Pastor Freeman Ministry content, ministry tools and resources. Okay, so then we have the prompt coach, the visual Bible studio, and then all of these you're making available for them to use. All they have to do to access is do the capture, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. That's interesting. Obviously, it knows me and likes me. So I'm already a member. All right, I can go ahead and ask a question, and then here's the I am human capture. So we can pick one of these, and it'll respond to the question designed to support you spiritually. Okay, this is fantastic. I like it. All right, and so we have the prompt coach, the visual Bible studio. All seems to be working. Whoa, that was interesting. Where did I go?
You just click backwards, so just forward it. Yeah.
Devotions, Bible case, sermon assistant, learning LMS, training courses. So let me see if this AI powered prompting guide for sermon, create engaging visual Bible presentations, the early scriptures, interactive Bible, learning LMS. And these are coming soon, the LMS, or is that
It's click on it.
that's taking you to Zoho?
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to create an account.
Yep, I got it. Is that still free or is
That's
that
free. Yeah, they're gonna be free courses. You just have to create an account for
okay.
analytics.
Outreach teams, marketplace? Hey, I like it. And so these on the left here are the same, they're just in a menu system. Got it. I like the design. Trying to think here. What I might suggest, and this is a question that you can digest and decide. You have two types of users on any website. You have a user who is happy about reading and absorbing information that way, and then you have visual users. On what you guys want to do, you may want to explore having a few images on the page or a few images for the modules. It depends on your design philosophy, but that's one of the things that I'm seeing on this because how are you going to use this page from a revenue generation, Joel?
Yeah, well, the intent is again, there's no real revenue generation other than people wanting to donate, and that's why we have the support ministry button. The revenue generation will come from, like, for example, when we put his play up there, we're going to have it where people can buy a license to do the play because it's going to have the play, the script, and everything else, and the setup, and all those things based on the play. We've already developed the play in what they call Celtics format, and that is basically the script that you use for any theatrical broadcast. It's in those formats. So they would church or community organization will have to license it, and so that would be the his ability to generate income. And then the other generation of income is the learn, leverage, launch, and earn model, and that's where the bundles come from.
Okay.
When he click on that, he will be able to generate revenue from people who sign up to his platform.
Okay. Is there going to be a landing page before? Okay, let me try this another way. Is there going to be a landing page before they get to this page, or is this going to be the first experience they have of Pastor?
Again, this is why we're coming to the guru, and that's why we was like, that sounds like a great idea. What do you recommend? It's easy to create a landing page. We just take the content and develop it into a landing page on the AI workstation to create it. What
Yeah.
module would you recommend us creating a landing
Yeah,
page?
just create always AEO funnels, never use any of the others.
Okay.
Always AEO funnels. Where I was going with this is where's the lead magnet going to exist? Is the app itself a lead magnet for Pastor, or are you using another lead magnet to drive people to this page? That's what I'm trying to understand.
We don't have any, and this is the higher level function. This is where your expertise is in terms of the marketing. We're in tune with Pastor Freeman's ministerial objectives. In that regard, we're shepherding him through that process. When it comes to the commercialization aspect, we don't want to really commercialize it, but I think a landing page is good. Pastor Freeman should be able to have a link to say, "Hey, I want to bless you with this. Check out my app," and
Yeah.
he can send this to other pastors.
So
We want
let
to
me,
we want this landing page designed that he can send his other pastors, and then show them what is possible. And then we can obviously we haven't discussed the referral aspect, but that is the mindset I have is that he share this with his institutional organization, with all his ministry friends. What is the best way to do that?
to me, you can go either way and we can test both. I'm not actually talking so much about revenue generation, more about marketability as far as people finding out about it. That's where I was going with the lead magnet. I'm more interested in something that can get people's attention and drive them to this page and this app you spent time building than specifically about revenues. You guys do have a domain for this already. I forgot.
No, we're going to get the domain later once we finish it up.
Oh,
And
okay. So you can either make it a subdomain or something, but it all depends on how you want to share it. You've built the house, you've built the building, now you have to get a domain to people to be able to find you. And then the only thing is when you drive people to this app, the way it's laid out right now is good. We may want to engage everyone the minute they hit the page. And so there's a couple of ways that we can do that. We can engage people with an image. We can engage people with a video. For example, right now you have a nice picture of him, but you replace the picture. In other words, think of this as the hero section I'm talking about, but a welcome from Pastor. Say welcome. And then he just explains what the purpose of the app, why he created the app, and what his ministry is, and what he's trying to do. And by the way, if you go down below, there are many things that I want to share with you. Now they understand what they're supposed to do and why you have these here. The best kind is a UGC, meaning pastor just speaking into the camera. That's the very best. Joel, you know what I'm talking about.
yes,
So that's the best thing for us to do on that page. We're just going to upgrade the hero section. The first time someone lands here, while it's not about revenue generating, it is about grabbing their attention. And then, even more importantly, it's about getting them to engage. That's why I say a nice video, just replace the picture with a video, header
Yeah.
section above the fold. It needs to be the first
Yes.
thing they see. And it's just a welcome and all of the elements that I just mentioned. The main thing you want to answer anybody who lands on a page is what's in it for me? Why am I here? What am I going to get? And so, Pastor, you just give them short. I mean, talking 2, 3 minutes tops. You don't want it to be lengthy. And just explain all of the things that you wanted to communicate and share and why they're here. Just speak from the heart, and I know they're going to love it because I've heard you speak 5 minutes, 10 minutes on your book alone, and it immediately engaged me. That's what I want on the page as soon as people hit here. Engage them, let them know what you're sharing and why they're here. From there, you may, and this is up to you, Pastor and Joel, as you guys design this through, and I'm speaking for myself as well. We may have to decide whether the books are eventually the play is going to be the primary. Am I correct?
no,
I'm just trying to
it'll change over
understand.
time. But the play again, it's just another product offering
Oh, so it'll be a separate landing page for the play.
eventually. But it'll be presented here, and then
Mhm.
once he starts to develop play, yeah, that's in the future. Sure, it's not part of this project.
Let me ask
Well,
this
well,
question from your perception.
I think Pastor Freeman had a question.
Go ahead, Pastor.
no, what I was saying, actually, I've just completed two different projects, almost three. The book is two different books. One, In My Shoes, that's a book that is result from the play, or the play is a result from the book. Then it's another, the book that actually consists of different stories, short stories that make up the book. And they're totally different subjects in that particular book. They're two different projects that happen to be completed at the same time. I would love to get that in all that information or whatever and whatever we're doing. Because I
Mhm.
actually, the goal for me is to market the play as somewhere where it can be on the big screen, where it can be shown throughout, if it's good enough, if it's worthy enough.
I think the question I'm leading towards is whether or not we want to create a landing page first. The reason why is on the landing page, if this is the app, this is the product, the app that we want people to explore, you could have the landing page, put the video on the landing page, and then when they come here, the purpose is the app. From a user perspective, I'm thinking of clarity. Is this an app? In which case, this should be the first thing they see after the header section versus the books. They should see the apps that you want them to use. And so that was my only concern. For instance, this is titled Pastor Freeman's Ministry Platform. The platform itself is the app. Am I catching up now, Joel?
Yes, the platform itself is an app. What
Okay.
we want this to function as, the platform gives them the freemiums of things that pastors can use, the little apps, the sub apps that we develop. And then the reason I have the featured ministry content, that we'll change that. And when I say featured ministry content, that may be featured sermons that he's done in the past that he can upload, and that would change weekly or monthly. He can have a monthly sermon series. The upsell will come when we say, okay, here are other creative content we have from Pastor Freeman, and then that's where we would list the play, the books, and then drive them to
Okay. Yeah,
the
I'm with you.
licensing or pay version. I guess there's several things in there that we can make changes. And based on what Pastor Freeman just said, it provides more clarity to me.
Yeah, I think we're going on the right page. Again, UGC video or image, but we just want to make it more visual. Okay. If this is going to function as the landing page for now, I'm trying to make it so that it immediately engages an emotion from your visitor. If you drive people here, then again, if you once you finish developing the books, you'll have two book covers here, correct?
Sounds good. Yeah, we didn't think about that, but that makes sense.
Again, we want to add more visual elements. That's all I'm trying to say is you have the foundation of it, but now you want to make it more visual. And definitely women are more emotional and more visual. And so logical is fine if you're doing certain things. Again, it doesn't have to be a huge book cover. You know what I'm saying? Just small. Because again, I get the impression we're trying to promote pastor and we want to respect the overall purpose of his ministry. Again, it doesn't have to be gaudy. It just needs to be a little more visual. And then you've got your apps. These are things you want to, from a explanation point of view, specify. These are for something that pastor wants to share with the world. And so you don't have to say that they're free, but you want to make sure that everybody gets before they go any further, that this is something that pastor is bringing and offering. We want to talk about the AI workstation bundle. Once you get them over to this page, we need to give them more explanation of why when they click the button, it's going to ask them to give money because everything else was free. You just want to be able to do a transition or conversion properly. All right, I like it. From a minimally viable product, I think you're well on the way. A few minor tweaks, and I think you're there.
Thank you, Danny. Now I want to turn it over to Pastor Freeman. You've already addressed a few concerns, not concerns, but the things you would like to see. We've noted those. Christina, I hope you've noted those. That we know that you need to send us those two new works and or upload them into the knowledge base link that we've given you. Once we have those, we can work around it. The UGC video, Danny, that's a great idea. Pastor Freeman, I will bless you with a video crew who will come out. You can come here or come out. We'll find a place where we can make the video. It'll be, how long do you think the video? 3 minutes?
Yeah, it doesn't need to be long. The whole point is the pastor is absolutely phenomenal, and 2, 3 minutes, people will get it.
We'll work with him on the script and timing to get that included. As I told Pastor Freeman, we want to finish this up within the next 3 weeks. So with these new ads, it may be 4 weeks, but we'll get it done, Pastor Freeman. Do you have any other questions, Pastor Freeman?
No, I'm just taking things in and learning and trying to get understanding. I'm just excited about you guys leading and your leadership and knowledge. I'm just following the lead of the experts. I'm blessed to be able to learn.
Okay. Did you share this with your spouse?
And she's like me, a novice, but she loved what she saw, and she's also equally excited.
Sounds good. Did you want to try any apps before we leave? We got like 8 minutes left. Well, actually 5 minutes. Is there anything that you want to try?
I actually was in, so I'm just trying to get familiar with each module. That's the terminology.
Yeah.
I'll spend some more time in the modules getting acclimated to what they offer and what it's actually offering. So I'm still playing with it myself. I did want to say, though, one thing I wanted to point out was in the book, Beneath the Veil, the goal was having each story a 25 to 30-minute read, some a little longer, where people could focus on the story. That's why in the book itself, It has the study guide, the 60-day challenge, as well as the instructor's guide, because each story is designed to be an entity in itself if someone wants to go further in study of what the story actually represents. So I don't know how that works when we're talking about what we're doing, but just wanted to put that out there.
What I hear you saying is that we would look to you to develop that content. And whatever that content is, we will upload it in terms of the format that you want. I think we already have the study guide, the 60-day challenge, and the workbook.
You have all of it.
Yeah, so we can. So Christina flag those and tag those that we got to get those on it. Now, is that free or is there a price for those?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys, because the one thing I wanted, because it's not conventional. This is just something that is in my spirit to write short stories, because I know some people don't like to read a long period of time. So I wanted to put something that would engage them and challenge them. Now, with that, that's my only actual contribution. I wanted it also in hardcover, but as what we're doing, making the app and so forth, you guys really have to tell me, because I'm lost when it comes to that type of thing.
Well,
I also wanted to put out an ask, because with Dan, I know Danny is a marketing guru. Is it feasible for me to take that direction with it? Because it's kind of unusual, and actually what I've been given so far is to write short stories and put it in one book. Max Lucado is an author of mine that I've always admired when he writes short stories in his book, and it consists of it. That's where I got the idea from. Other than that, I need you guys' input as to, don't go down that road, or you need to do this, or this is what's available, because as I'm as far as I can go so far as what I've just given you guys. Now, you guys have to give me the direction of, okay, you need not do this, or this is a good idea, this is not a good idea.
Okay, here's my direction. Based on initial agreement in terms of the design development, I think we've delivered and then over delivered. You have a lot of value right here in this little application. We're going to create a landing page for it. Now, we're going to have you situated. The rest is on you in terms of how you want to market it, whether you want to put it on Amazon as well. But you certainly can have, like Danny said, a picture or copy of whatever you come up with to, hey, you can purchase this on Amazon, and then we have the book cover. From what I got from you and why we developed, this is why we spent so much time in developing the support ministry button. I believe the true measure of success for you isn't about commercialization, it's about blessing people. I would say allow them to give them as much as you want, even through the UGC, the video that we could create, or the wording we can put on there. Hey, if you enjoyed this, please consider leaving a donation to bless this ministry so we can continue to provide these products. Does that make sense? We just leave that support. The commercialization aspect, that's a whole nother strategy session. That's my perspective. Danny, you have anything to add to that?
As I said, we were looking at minimally viable product to get started. And then as far as ultimate goal of how we push this out to the world, absolutely. We definitely have to sit down and come up with a nice little campaign around which products we're going to push. But if we're starting with the books, then that's the same thing. You just have to essentially create a campaign around the books. And as far as getting them into Amazon and all of the other things, yeah, there's a process, but it's not a difficult one. It's actually pretty easy these days. You've done the hard work of actually writing the book. How the book is assembled, if you're on a website, yes, you can do the modular approach you were thinking of very easily. But if you're going to try to put it out into the market, then that would be maybe where you do want to combine it into one book. Again, from the website point of view, yes, you can do anything you want.
All right. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate your expertise and it's been helpful. Thank you for your review of the product. When we developed the landing pages and the video, Pastor Freeman, I feel we can't present to your leadership until we do that. So that's why give us several more weeks.
All right, everyone. I shared in the chat. Those are two of the boards. We got two more of those. Those are just two of them. And
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Oh my God, you guys are doing it. And you wired those. Oh, Danny, be careful, man. I want to see next week with fingers.
That's why you can't really see in the picture, but I use what's called an ignite box. I am many feet away. I am not lighting these things manually with matches or lighters. I am triggering these from my iPad or my computer. I hit the button on the computer and it launches. Yeah, no,
That
I'm very far away from it.
that's pretty wise. That looks like a bomb. That's
Yeah,
pretty wise.
yeah, we're very big on safety. We don't do the lighting of the fireworks and running away thing anymore. When we first started, that's how we started. But now there is very little
Digital.
difference between us and professionals, other than, of course, we're not charging anybody anything for it.
Yeah. So what's the interface between you being able to do that from your iPad, the
There's
Apple device?
the boxes, you have two different primary, actually three, but the primary box is either Ignite, Cobra, and then there's a few other brands. Basically, they have a wire that at the end is a little sparker, and it sparks and lights the fuse itself. You trigger it from your phone, iPad, or computer. It's software driven. The nice part about it is you can program your whole show if you want to. I still fire mine manually, but you can program the whole show where it'll automatically go from one firework to the next, tune to the music and all of that. I like to do it manually because then I have much more granular control. But yeah, I do fire them off one at a time.
Enjoy yourself and be safe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Share some videos with you guys next week.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, looking forward to it. You guys are awesome.
All righty, everyone. Have a great fourth.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Jenny.
Thank
You too.
you.
Thank you, Joel. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you, Pastor Dan.
Thank you.
Bye bye, everyone.